Hello, everyone. Okay, so I have two things that I want to chat about today. The first is just a reminder that we are doing the Pause, Rest, Readathon. Sean and I are hosting it, and it starts on Saturday. However, and it runs through next week, Wednesday. But as you know, in all things, I'm going to be a cheater, and I'm literally going to start today as I'm filming this, which is Tuesday night. So yeah, you know, you do you. You can cheat with me if you want. The reason I'm cheating is just because my winter has begun, and during my winter I tend to kind of chill anyway, so I feel like it's just great for me to start early, really soak up this calm energy and all that stuff. And then this weekend I can be slightly more social because Gemini is like kind of social too. And so maybe I can like have a chill vibe and then a fun vibe and then maybe some more chill on the end, like a chill sandwich. That's what I'm hoping for. So if you want to cheat, go for it. You do you. Awesome if you would do a vlog because I'm just curious about how this goes for you. But anyway, the other thing that I want to talk about is basically a birthday haul because I have gotten loads and loads of books and I want to share them with you. So the first book is from my brother, and basically someone at the nature center told me that someone else at the nature center recommended them this book, and it's called Fatal Passage. This is about this guy named John Ray, who actually sounds super fascinating, and I'm not very far into it. I think I don't have a bookmark, but I'm probably like about that far. But it's super fascinating so far. Basically, this guy, John Ray, was trying to find the Northwest Passage, and he didn't get credit for a lot of the stuff he did because he was kind of a feminist of his time and also like an anti-racist of his time. And like, I don't know if it's appropriate to put labels from today on him, a historic figure. But yeah, he advocated for Native Americans. He learned from Native Americans. He kind of approached them as like a student and really respected them and tried to learn from them. And I think there were situations also when he advocated for them, but I haven't gotten to that part yet. In addition, the guy was just like a badass. He basically like, he started out as a doctor, right? And then he started like more going into the route of explorer. And so there was one time when he was like on this ship or something, I don't really know, and he needed to give someone like medical advice that was very important, and he didn't have a chance to mail the letter before these male people went off to carry the mail to wherever they carry it to. And so basically he kind of like chased after them on snowshoes. I forgot how many miles. I want to say like 75 miles or something like absolutely insane. Caught up with them. He went between like 9 p.m., caught up with them at 3 a.m. and they were just waking up for breakfast and stuff like that. So he joined them for breakfast. He delivered the letter, joined them for breakfast, and then trekked back. And that was not even like the most intense thing he did, because then like a few years later or something like that, he did like 100 or 150 miles in like 48 hours or something. I don't really know. I will do a review when I'm done with it, but it's so far super fascinating. Okay, then I got this book. Then let me just rewind. Then not really for my birthday, but for Teacher Appreciation Week, my company that I work for, Teach Better, gifted me with an Amazon gift card. So what do I spend that on? Clearly books. So I will show you what I got with that money, even though it's not birthday. It's kind of similar. So the first book I got is Burning the Books, A History of the Deliberate Destruction of Knowledge. And I think this is kind of about like the history of book burning and basically how it's gone from there. It starts from Alexandria to Sarajevo. I just think it would be super interesting. I love nonfiction. I love learning about books and books about books. And yeah, this might actually be, there is a bug on here. What the heck? That's disgusting. I've been noticing that when my packages are left outside, there's starting to be like bugs in them. Anyway. Yeah, this could be a good book for this readathon that we are doing, the Pause Rest readathon, because this would be like informational, and one of the things you could do is learn something new. Okay, then the next book I got with my teacher appreciation money was How Democracies Die. I have no idea why it's like shrink wrapped, but basically Heather talked about this book. I got it from the library. Like, she talked about it long ago. I got it from the library. I realized I needed to write in it and it would not work in the format. I think I got it on Audible, like audio from the library. And I was like, no, like this is something I need to own. So I finally got it. Then this is the book Sean recommended, The Disordered Cosmos, A Journey into Dark Matter, Space-Time, and Dreams Deferred. I think this is written by an African-American physicist or something. I'm not 100% sure, but she recommended it and it looks amazing. Okay, then this is really obscure. It's kind of how I roll these days. This was a book that was name dropped or mentioned in this book, and it's called Many Tender Ties, Women in the Fur Trade Society. So I have ancestors that I'm pretty sure were probably involved in the fur trade. Actually, I know they were. And so I think this would be really interesting to hear about different women that were involved in it and like what their role was and stuff like that. So even though it looks like really boring, I think it could be really fascinating. So I feel like this haul so far is a lot of really good Gemini sort of books. Okay, the last book I'm so excited for. So you guys know I've been like trying new things with my skincare recently, and I kind of looked through, what's her name, Carolyn Hiron's book a while ago, and I just kind of like glanced through it, and then like I returned it to the library a few months later, checked it out again, which is a sign that I need to own it, and I like just took the knowledge and like sucked it in a bit more and started to use it. And then I was like, okay, I've checked this out from the library twice. It's probably something I need to own. And when I was looking for it, I found out she had a new book out. So this is the same book, but an edited version of it, more up to date. And it's basically Skincare, the new edit. This book is a little beat up. Maybe I should ask them for a new copy. But anyway, I'm really excited to read that. And I am also running really low on serum. So if you have a serum you would recommend, I'm open to trying something new. Otherwise, I'm really excited to see which one she recommends. Okay. And then, best of the best, the teaching company that I work for, Teach Better, they basically gifted me a gift card for my birthday, which I was so excited for. I did not realize that they would give birthday gifts. I feel so appreciated, so loved, and yeah, basically it was amazing. But not only that, they gave it to me to a local bookstore. Like, it makes me so happy that they are supporting local businesses, and yeah, like when they give me a gift like this, it also supports the local bookstore. So I picked out a few things. First thing is I got this journal, which I really like because of all like the plants and stuff, and like it's like growth and nature and all the things I'm into. So I'm gonna start writing in this. My focus kind of is on living fully, finding joy, stuff like that. So kind of reflecting at the end of every day, just on small ways that maybe I have found joy that day or lived fully. So yesterday I did not write. I'm going to write today. But yesterday I only needed to go on a 4-mile hike and I ended up going on 5.24 miles, which is close-ish to a 10K. And it was just like a lot for a day after work, and it was a lot like compared to what I'm used to. And so I was really proud of myself, and I'm really sore today. Anyway, and perfect time because now it's my winter and I can rest. Anyway, the books that I got besides the journal are The Social Instinct, How Cooperation Shaped the World. And this book, I believe, talks about how we are similar to a lot of animals, and we are often compared to like chimpanzees, I think is what we're closest to, right? But that there's other animals that we act a lot like as far as our social connections. And I think it's going to be kind of about how we can learn from nature about building strong communities. That's my take on what it's about anyway. And then this book is called This Here Flesh by Cole Arthur Riley. This is also by, I don't know if this one's by a Black author. No, it's not. This one's by a Black author, and basically it's kind of this idea about how stories and your family history and just like all that stuff impacts like who you are as a person, and just like reflecting on that as you choose the path that you're going to take. And I think it's just really reflective and kind of the same kind of thinking that I love to do. So I feel like I'll deeply connect to this author and the way that they approach their life. I'm pretty sure it's a woman, even though that her name is Cole. Yes, Cole is a girl. Anyway, then Books and Mortar, they pick out a book for me every single month, and it's basically like my replacement for the Page One book subscription box that I was doing. And they picked out for me this month Cultish, The Language of Fanaticism. Actually, I think this might be April's pick. So, this sounds so good, you guys. This will be perfect. What makes cults so intriguing and frightening? What makes them powerful? The reason so many of us binge Manson documentaries by the dozen and fall down rabbit holes researching suburban moms gone, how do you say that? QAnon? I don't know how to say that. I'm so sorry. Is that we're looking for a satisfying explanation for what causes people to join and, more important, stay in extreme groups. We secretly want to know, could it happen to me? Amanda Montel's argument is that on some level, it already has. That is a well picked out book for me. I will love that. I can tell. Oh, and by the way, I haven't gotten to it yet, but the book that she picked out last month was All That She Carried, which I think is also about like an object that a family owned and how it was passed along over generations. But I need to get to that. I've heard it's good and I want to read it. And then finally, the last book I picked out for myself for my birthday is A Year in the Woods, 12 Small Journeys into Nature by, I'm not sure how to pronounce that. It's basically this Norwegian guy, and he decided like life is crazy and he needs to find time for himself in nature every single month. And I think what drew me to this book is basically that I also feel like I really benefit from time in nature, and like I'm going backpacking in a hot second, like a month. It's like a month away. But also this kind of ritual that he has about spending time in nature every single month. And it kind of mirrors my ritual or practice of just being calm and kind of being slightly more chill for the new moon every month and for my winter every month, which used to coordinate but have since moved slightly apart. So I'm just curious to learn more about, how he builds rest into what's probably a pretty hectic, ordinary life. So those are the books I got for my birthday. I know that somebody else has told me they're mailing me a card or something, so I might have to do like a follow-up Instagram because there could be more. But basically, I'm so grateful to work for a team that just sends me so much love and supports me with my bookish hopes and dreams. And I'm really grateful for my brother too, my sister-in-law, for giving me this amazing book. They also, I'm not wearing it, but they gave me this beautiful bracelet. It's like super simple, just kind of like a gold bar, and it says Auntie on it because I'm gonna have a new little nibbling. Actually, it's my first nibbling in the end of July. Like, I think she is due July 25th or so. So it'll be my first niece or nephew. I'm so excited. Anyway, if any of you have a birthday coming up, I am way excited to see what you got for your birthday. If you don't have a birthday coming up, one thing I'm super curious about, like right now, and I might make a video of it later, I want to know, like, what is at the top of your summer list? Like, do you guys, I know some of you make like monthly TBRs, but does anyone kind of look at this summer as a whole and be like, these are the books that I want to get through this summer? I don't know. I'm just super curious. I'm always so inspired by summer reading. And another thing, my family and I were talking about this really weird thing about, like, would you like to go back in time or whatever? And I said, yes, I would want to go back to high school. And the reason is because I would want to take all the English classes and all the history classes, because there's only so much time in the day and you can't take all the classes that you wanted to take. And I wanted to either like go back as like Hermione with the little time turner thing, or I don't know, but there's so many classes I didn't get to take. And so sometimes, my weird obsession, sometimes I will look on like prestigious boarding schools and look at their summer reading list, and I will like want to read all the books that they're recommending to students so I can live vicariously through their epic summer. Like, I just love a good summer reading list, good summer homework, you know? It's just my pride and joy in life. Anyway, I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you soon. Bye!